In this video, we are going to discuss the question related to profit volume analysis and marginal costing. Actually, we discussed question number 49, which was in paper 1 in the 2019. Then, if we take paper 2, that is question number 5 part B, question number 5 part B. So you can see profit volume analysis will be one part of main question. It normally takes actually 20 marks. 20 marks. Therefore, this is an important lesson. Then I'm going to discuss that with you. I think you all are having this password book. Therefore, we can discuss this one easily, right? Then in the question, even at the examination, you have to read it carefully. A school is planning its annual staff trip, right? Staff trip means teachers trip. The following information has been estimated for the trip by the accounting teacher of the school, right? The accounting teacher has actually produced this information related to staff trip. Fee charged per teacher, actually fee per teacher 1,500 rupees, and hiring charges per bus with a seating capacity of 40,000 rupees. Hiring 40,000 per bus. Hiring per bus. Then actually here they are going to have 120 teachers in the trip. Therefore, we will be having 3 buses. Therefore, then we should pay 120,000 rupees for bus fare, right? Hiring charges, because in the question they have mentioned maximum number of teachers expected for the trip 120. If one bus has the capacity of 40 seats, then we should take 3 buses. They have mentioned the question hiring charge per with the seating capacity of 40 seating capacity, one bus 40 teachers. Then as we expect to have 120 teachers, we should take actually 3 buses. For one bus, we should pay 40,000. Then as we want to take 3 buses, we have to incur 120,000 rupees, because we expect to have 120 teachers. In one bus, we can take only 40 teachers. Therefore, we should take 3 buses. Then per one bus 40,000. Then you need 120,000 rupees. That is a fixed cost. Then allowance for the driver and the assistant per bus. Actually, assistant, sometimes we can have conductor. Therefore, when you take a bus, then sometimes you have to pay actually additional fee for driver and conductor. Driver and conductor is the assistant. Then we have to pay rupees 2,000 per one bus. As we have to take 3 buses, then we have to pay 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees altogether, because there will be one driver and assistant in one bus. Then as we have the 3 buses, then 2,000 into 3, 6,000. Then replacements expense per teacher, replacement, that is food expenses per teacher. We are not given education. We are not given that one. Repression means actually the expenses for food and meals per teacher. It is not given. Then maximum number of teachers expected for the trip 120. Maximum 120 teachers. Then number of teachers to cover total cost equal 100, right? Okay, then but these are the information given in the question number 5 part B, that is related to profit volume analysis and marginal costing. P per teacher, that is the selling price. Normally what you are going to charge from one teacher, that is the selling price, right? In a normal question, if you take a product, that is selling price. Here the P per teacher, right? Hiring per bus, actually this will be variable cost, BC, because right, actually we don't need to make it as VC. Then hiring per bus, 40,000 for one bus, as there are 3 buses here, 100,000, that is fixed cost, because we have 40 seats in one bus. The maximum number of teachers are 120. Therefore, we want to have 3 buses, and then 40 320. Therefore, we have to incur 120,000 rupees as the hiring. That is fixed cost. Driver and conductor, because we have to pay 2,000 for both driver and conductor. Every one bus, as we have to take 3 buses, 2,000 in 3, 6,000. That is also fixed. It doesn't change. These are fixed cost. Then food expenses for teacher, that is replacement, we are not given, we have to find. Then maximum teachers 120 expected to take part to trip. Number of teachers to cover total cost 100, right? That is, we discussed break even. We discussed break even point. Break even point is the point where the business no profit no loss, or the business total revenue is equal to total cost. So we will be able to find out something else by using this answer, because normally we will have to find BEP units, but here through this information we have to find another answer, right? These are the given information in the question. I have analyzed the given information. Then actually food expenses will be variable cost, because cannot given that one, right? For food expenses per teacher, it will vary depending on number of teachers. Therefore, it comes under variable cost. What is the part 1? You are asked to calculate total fixed cost for the trip, right? Total fixed cost for the trip. Total fixed cost. Fixed cost, right? Equal. Here, hiring per bus 40,000. As you have to take 3 buses to cover 120 teachers, we have to pay 120,000 rupees. That is hiring charges plus, and driver and conductor are given 2,000 available in one bus. As we have to take 3 buses, 2,000 in 3, 6,000. That is also fixed. So total fixed cost will be 126,000 rupees. 126,000 rupees is the total fixed cost. Right. Then number 2, contribution per teacher. Right. This is the answer for number 1. Then number 2, contribution per teacher. Right. Here we are given people teach 1,500. Then if you deduct variable cost from this, we can find contribution per teacher. But in this question, we are not given variable cost. Therefore, we can directly calculate contribution per teacher by deducting VC from this amount they are going to charge from each teacher. But depending on our experience and knowledge, we can arrange that. We have understood the concept of BEP in units and value, right? Then, if you want to find out BEP in units, we have got a formula. BEP in units equal total this cost divided by unit contribution, right? Unit contribution. Then, total FC divided by unit contribution. Right. This is the formula for BEP in unit. BEP in unit. Right. BEP in unit. Total fixed cost divided by unit contribution equal BEP in units. Right. Then here we are given number of teachers to cover total cost. If you know total cost, then at the BP point, our total cost will be equal to total revenue. Therefore, BEP in units will be equal to 100 in this question. By solving this type of question, even in next year, you will have to use to solve another question, or you will have to find another answer. Right. Therefore, here 100 will be equal to BP units equal total fixed cost 126,000 rupees divided by unit contribution. Right. We don't know unit contribution here. Right. Then now you can calculate this answer. How? You can actually cross multiply. You can cross multiply to find out unit contribution. Here, 120,000 divided by unit contribution equals 100, right? Then you can take unit contribution. Others is division. You can take the other side. Then 126,000 divided by 100 equal unit contribution. Right. Then you can say 1,260. Then 1,260 rupees will be unit contribution. You have got to find unit contribution easily by deducting VC from selling price or the amount you are going to charge from one teacher. But in this question, you can't easily find VC. Therefore, we will have to use the given information to find contribution in another manner. That's also good, right? Then we found unit contribution as 1,260. Right. That is the answer for part 2. Right. Then part 3, replacement expenses per teacher. Right. Here we are not given. Replacement means put expenses per teacher. We are not given. That is, it comes under variable cost because it will vary with the number of teachers. Replacement expenses. Therefore, we call it variable cost. Right. Now we know P per teacher. Now we are going to get the answer for part 3. We know P per teacher 1,500 and we got unit contribution 1,000 rupees. Normally we deduct variable cost from selling price or P per teacher, then we take unit contribution. But here we indirectly calculated unit contribution. Now we have selling price, so the amount charged from one teacher. Therefore, the difference between P per teacher and the unit contribution will be variable cost. Right. Here, if you take contribution, contribution equal selling price minus VC in a normal formula. Now we know 1,260 is contribution. Selling price 1,500. We don't know VC. Then here 1,260 will be this side. We can take VC to this side. Then 1,500 minus 1,260 will be variable cost. Then it will be the difference in these two. 240 rupees, 240 rupees will be variable cost. That is the replacement expenses per teacher. Right. We found the answer to part 3. That is rupees 240. Right. Then total cost. Right. The next part we are asked to calculate margin of safety of the trip. You know, margin of safety is the actually difference between actual or budgeted to estimated revenue and BP revenue. Then here we are asked to find the margin of safety of the trip. Right. Then if you exceed the BP point, you have the safety. Therefore, here we are asked to calculate margin of safety of the trip number and rupee. Right. Here MOS in units equal actual or expected or actual minus BP units. Right. MOS in units equal expected to actual units minus BP units. Here, actually, here BP units we are given number of units, number of teachers to cover total cost means BP units 100. Right. Here we can apply 100 is of BP units. Then here expected units, you know, maximum number of teachers available in the trip is 120. It is given in the question. Now we got 20 teachers. That is the answer. MOS is 20 teachers, right? MOS, margin of safety. Then we are asked to calculate in units and value. So MOS, that is answer for part. Then, as you know, MOS in units, we can multiply that number of units by P per teacher. Right? Easy. MOS in units equal P per teacher. That is known as selling price. Or this the amount they are going to charge from one teacher, right? 20 into 1,500 will be 20 to 1,500 will be MOS in value. MOS in value, then that is 000 30,000 rupees. MOS in units 20 liters, the value will be 30,000 rupees. Okay. That is the answer for part 4. MOS in units and MOS in value. Right. The next part, surplus of the trip if the maximum number of teachers expected to participate. Surplus of the profit. Right. If you exceed the BP point, then you have a surplus. That is the MOS. Right. Surplus of the trip if the maximum number of teachers expected. Right. Here, actually, we have different methods to calculate surplus, but we can apply actually we can apply one way. Here we have actually total contribution. We have total contribution, surplus equal total contribution minus FC. Here surplus means the amount exceeding actually fixed cost. That is the profit. Then total contribution, we calculate actually how, total contribution per teacher we found 1,000. Contribution per teacher we found 1,000 to 40. 1,000 to 40 contribution per teacher. Then we can multiply by 120. Here actually how to take total contribution 1,000 to 40. 1,000 to 60 is cost the unit contribution. Then you multiply by number of teachers. That is total contribution. From that you can deduct fixed cost 126,000. Right? Okay. Fixed cost 126,000. Actually, here we are given maximum number of teachers 120. Then we got actually unit contribution 1,020. Therefore, we multiply by number of teachers by per unit contribution. We take total contribution. From that we deduct fixed cost 126,000. That is the first answer, right? Okay. Then here we can take 0, 0, 2, then 7, 1, 3, 15, right, and 126,000. Then actually 151,000 minus 150,000 will be 201 minus 6, 5. Then 14 minus 12, 25,200. 25,200 will be the surplus. Okay. Right. Then last question. We asked to calculate. Last question we asked to calculate the fee charge per teacher to cover the total cost if only 90 teachers participate. The fee charge. That means you understood the formula. The number of units to be produced to cover targeted profit like that. We can apply that one. Here, in the question they have mentioned the fee charge per teacher to cover the total cost if only 90 teachers participate. Here, at the beginning, we are given information maximum 120 teachers. VP teachers will be 100, but now we are supposed to take only 90 teachers available in the tip, and we should calculate the amount to be charged from each teacher, because here we are getting 1,500. It will be changed, right? Then actually at the BP point, our total cost will be equal to total revenue. Therefore, for you to calculate the amount to be charged from each teacher, when there are 90 teachers, we can calculate actually this total cost. Total cost equal FC plus VC. FC means fixed cost, VC means variable cost. Whether you take 90 teachers or 100 teachers or 100 teachers, fixed cost will be the same. That means if you take 2 buses, we can take only 80 teachers. Then, as we asked to take 90 teachers, we can't put all the teachers. That means 90 teachers in 2 buses. No, therefore we have to take all 3 buses. Then our hiring charges will be the same. It doesn't change. And driver and conductor fee also will be the same. Therefore, our fixed cost will be the same. Whether you take 100 no, 120 or 90, our fixed cost will be the same. Therefore, total cost equal fixed cost 126,000. But this will differ because variable cost is the cost which just vary with the number of units or number of teachers take part in it. Then we calculated variable cost per teacher 240 rupees. That is the food expenses. So replacement charges are 240. That is 1 teacher. Then 241 teacher into 90 will be total variable cost because we asked to pay for 90 teachers and we see per teacher 240. Therefore, we take total variable cost to multiply the number of teachers by replacement expenses. That is variable cost per teacher. Then you can take total variable cost. Then 126,000 plus here 0, 9 to 36 plus 3, 9 to 18, 18, 21. 21,600 will be the variable cost total. You take the total 26 and 47. 147,600 will be the total cost. Fixed cost 126,000, variable cost 21,600. Total 26, 46, 47, 600. 147,600 will be the total cost. As we asked to take only 90 teachers, when you divide this total cost by 90, then you take per teacher cost. Right. Then here 147,600 divided by 90. Then 0, 0, 1, then value. Then when you divide 147,600, here your total cost will be 147,600. Then here you will take, will divide by 9, 1, then balance is 5, 57, 6, then 9, 4, then 3, 36, divided by 9 will be 4. Right. 1,640, 1,640. Right. Then, okay. Then our last question, the fee charged per teacher to cover the total cost, if any, if only 90 teachers participate, right? Then is our total cost, this is number of teachers, then we divide total cost by number of teachers, we take 1,640. This is the amount to be charged from the teacher. If you suppose to have only 90 teachers, right? That is the answer for last question. Right? Normally, there can be 120. BP units 100, but at the examination, if the examiner asks you to suppose 90 teachers only will be there, then we should know how much we have to charge from each teacher, that is 1,640. Right. Then how will take this one? You know, at the break-even point, our total cost will be equal to total revenue. Therefore, if you calculate revenue cost, then we divide revenue by number of teachers given, then you can take cost. Or if you know the revenue, then Again, you can divide total revenue by number of teachers, but here we don't know. Therefore, we go to total cost, that is sort of fixed cost and variable cost. Then we know actually already we have calculated fixed cost. That is now hiring charges and assistants and driver charge. Then, as you know, replacement expenses per teacher, we multiply by number of teachers, then we take the cost total. Then we have the student, we take total cost. Then when we divide total cost by number of teachers, we take the amount to be charged per teacher, that is 1,640. That is the end of question number 5, part B, available in 2019 question paper, second paper. Fine. Then we'll discuss the latest question came in 2020 paper. There'll be one question from in the paper 1 and full question in the paper 2. Fine.